Obligatory podcast intro.
Hi, hello, and welcome. This is Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. I'm Matt with my co-host Adam, and this show is where we take all 85 letters of the alphabet, we put them in a bread box, we each draw a letter, and then pick a comic that begins with that letter. I don't know his, he does not know mine. Spoilers ahead for these two comics. I got I.
I got R.
You got R.
Yeah.
Mine is called Isle of 100,000 Graves.
Whoa.
Really rolls off the tongue.
Is that a metal band you're talking about?
Band name.
Yeah.
It was written by Fabian Vellman.
Okay.
And big surprise, he's French.
What's the deal, man?
Dude, I'm not trying this,
Yeah.
Adam. I'm really not. And the artist is Jason.
Just one name.
Yeah,
Fancy.
Jason. He is a Norwegian cartoonist. Now, I didn't know how to bring this up. Every character in this comic, I'll show you the cover, they're like dogs. They're humanoid, anthropomorphic dog people.
Yeah.
So I think when the dog has black fur, that's a black guy.
Uh-huh.
I think white fur, white person, I believe.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, that's cool for this. I looked at his other work. It's all that.
That's his style.
Every single book he does are those characters.
Oh.
No, not those characters. They are those people.
Uh-huh.
They're drawn the exact same way.
Oh, yeah.
These are all different
I've seen the
books.
art before. I've never read any. I didn't know nothing about this, but I've seen that art before.
So, I mean, he's got a style,
Yeah.
and that's what he does.
Yeah.
So I found out he was in like Strange Comics in 2009, like a Marvel one, and it was like an anthology.
Okay.
So I looked through it, and I was like, oh, I wonder what his Marvel stuff. It was these characters.
Wow.
It was these dog and bird people, because there's also birds.
Uh-huh.
It was these dog and bird people, just as Spider-Man. Spider-Man was this weird dog person.
What?
So that's just his thing.
Yeah.
So this book, everyone in this book is a dog. I'm assuming a dog
Yeah, they look like
person.
dogs.
Just anthropomorphic
Cows?
animals.
Cows maybe too?
Maybe. Very dog-like because of the ears.
Uh-huh.
And there's some bird folk.
Is there cats? There's cats?
No. My
cats?
daughter asked the same thing.
Uh-huh.
That's funny. So this is Fantagraphics books. We've done them before. Young Shadow was them.
Nice.
That is one of my favorite ones I think I've ever covered for this show. Remember the little 15-year-old?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the
Batman?
art. I was trying to think, was that the yellow?
Yes.
Okay.
Yellow, white, and black.
Yeah, okay.
It was sick.
I remembered what it looked like.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
If you dig into Fantagraphics catalog, they're weird.
I did a spotlight on them.
Oh, yeah. A
Yeah,
lot of crazy art, a lot of crazy stories.
Cool stuff.
It's a wild company, bro.
Yeah, they go full on. It's cool.
So it's a trade paperback. It starts with our main character, Gwenny. She's on the beach. She finds a bottle with a map in it.
Oh.
She opens it, looks at the map. It says Isle of 100,000 Graves, and she's just sitting there. There's two old people on a bench very close by. The bird old man is like, who's that? What is she doing? And the other guy says, I told you yesterday. You already forgot. Listen, 5 years ago, Gwenny's father left. He got a map in a bottle, and he went to go to the Isle of 100,000 Graves to find treasure, and that was the last anyone ever heard from him. She goes out there and checks and keeps waiting for another map.
Oh, wow.
Another scrap of evidence where her father is, and she finds it just now. And the bird guy's just like, that's stupid. Who would put a map in a bottle? Is what he asked. Like, doesn't make any sense. She walks past, so she goes home. I found another bottle, Mama. It's good news. Means I can track down Dad.
Wow.
And she goes, you're the reason he left. He couldn't abide you. Super bitch. Mom sucks. And she walks in. It's late night. Gwenny's sleeping. The mom walks in with a rolling pin and just headshot, smashes her in the bed. And behind her, Gwenny was hiding and hit her in the head with a frying pan, put her in the bed and said, I hate you, and left.
Whoa.
I was so surprised.
Yeah, well,
when I got to that part.
That was a genuine reaction for me.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh.
The mom surprised me, and then she knocking her out and just
Yeah.
popping her in bed. It was so funny. So there's this little kid. We cut away. He's wearing a hood on. He's got a brown shirt, brown pants. He is on this rock and he's throwing maps in bottles, or he's throwing a map in a bottle into the ocean. And then he turns to his cart and just dumps a bunch of them into the water. And it just shows like 40 or 50 of them floating away. Cut to Gwenny. She is in a bar and she says, I need to find some sailors to find this treasure. She finds this one group. It says, I'm going to the Isle of 100,000 Graves. And the captain's, men that he's with kind of pop up and they're like, dude, there's a lot of treasure there. I've heard great stories. Okay. How do you know? And she says, I found a map that takes me there. He goes, yeah, you got this map on you? And she goes, no, I ate it. He goes, when? A couple days ago. And he goes, oh, well. How do I know you're not making this up? And she pulls out a piece and she's like, look, see, I saved a piece of it. So it's a chunk. They go, okay, start conferring with each other. And they're like, dude, it's diamonds, rubies, just badass treasure. That's all we had.
They know the name of this island, though, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Well, which is why no one's gone out there, but they've heard this island exists. They know of it. Maps are scarce, apparently. Not everyone just has one.
Okay.
And there is a bunch of treasure on it. So they know all of it.
Okay.
I'm guessing people just don't venture out there.
Well, the name probably has something to do with it.
Probably. I would assume.
Yeah.
And if no one's coming around to tell you about it, you'd assume everyone who went out there probably died.
Oh, right. Yeah.
There's probably fake stories of people that went out there that never did and died. So, I mean, back then, no Google.
Yeah.
No telephone. No email.
Really caused some shenanigans that no Google.
Oh, yeah. They needed it, bro.
Yeah.
They could check the weather before they roll out on their boats. Captain talks to his guys and says, like, all right, fine, we'll go with the ugly little girl. She says, my name's Gwenny. And he's like, yeah, you're plucky. I like you. One of his guys comes up and says, hey, are we really like rolling with the girl? Dude, as soon as we get to the island, she's shark food. Don't even worry about it. We're going to kill her. So she's on the boat. And the guy says, are we there yet? A few days more. She goes, hey, I know your secret. And he goes, what are you talking about? And she goes, nothing. Forget it. Walks off. She finds another guy. He's got an eye patch. He's sharpening his sword. And she goes, hey, I know your secret. And he freaks out. How is this possible? No one knows. I'll kill you so you can't tell it. She's like, no, I told someone in town, if I don't come back in 3 months alive, they're going to tell everyone, starting with the tavern. He's super worried. And she says, listen, just like protect me.
Wow.
Protect me on this voyage here. I'll make sure your secret never gets out to anyone. And he goes, fine. All right, fine. It shows them both throwing up, which is, it's funny. They make the deal. She walks off. She throws up in a bucket. He's holding a bottle and throwing up over the boat. I don't know why it's there, but I liked it.
Seasickness, I guess.
And he's drunk. I think he's holding a bottle of booze and stuff. So we cut to that original hooded kid. His name is Tobias. He's in class. He's not paying attention and gets called out for it. So he goes, we'll come up to the front of the class and demonstrate if you know everything. So there's a straw dummy on its knees with its arms on the ground and its head on a log. And the teacher is handing him an axe.
Yeah.
So he goes, go ahead, show us how it's done. And Tobias fucks it up somehow and has to go to the nurse's office.
Oh, damn.
He just hears thwack, and the teacher says, unbelievable. And he says, can I go to the infirmary? So on the boat, it's nighttime. Gwenny wakes Eye Patch up. That's just what I'm going to call him because they never say his name.
Yeah.
They jump off the boat, and Eye Patch is saying, what are we doing? She says, listen, the captain's going to kill me as soon as we get to the island. Let's go. As far as pirates go, you're kind of a wuss. And he goes, I think there's going to be sharks. So the morning comes and they're finally on the beach and he's sitting there with like a shark on his leg. He's trying to fight it off. So she's like straight boss hog. She's like, clear me a path now.
Yeah.
And he chops all this shit down. They climb up a tree and she goes, we'll be able to see from here. And she stole a spyglass from the captain. The captain's walking around. He's super pissed. He's like, when I find that little girl, I'm going to kill her. And they're surrounded by hooded men. These guys are all in green, and they all have tanks on their back and little guns.
Okay.
And they shoot a bunch of green gas. So these pirates start blasting immediately, but they all pass out because of this gas.
Okay.
And Eye Patch says to Gwenny, you don't seem surprised. She said, well, who puts a map in a bottle?
Yeah.
The first time I thought it was ridiculous. The second time I said, okay, this is definitely a trap to lure people to this island. He goes, did you just pull a fast one on us? No, don't even trip. Your guys are just really stupid and got themselves caught.
Yeah.
I thought this might happen, though. So they go follow the guys back to their little base. What it is they close the door and it says Hangman's Academy on it. So it's a school for hangman. That's why they're all wearing the hoods.
Yeah, gotcha.
The teachers have red hoods. One of them has a black hood. The principal or dean is in a full like blue or purple robe.
Right.
All the students are in brown robes. So they're at Pyre class and they're like, did we get the new guinea pigs to practice on? And he goes, yes, but if your Pyre building skills are any indication of your torturing skills, you're not going to do well. And it shows one guy does a really good Pyre and Tobias built like essentially a doghouse with a big stick coming out of it. It's beautiful work, but they're like, that's not going to burn. What the hell is your problem? So they bring the captain in to the dean and he goes, guilty or not guilty? And he goes, guilty of what? What are you talking about? He goes, I haven't done anything. And he goes, not guilty. All right, you'll go to section 2. He goes, what the hell is all this nonsense? He goes, bring in the next one. Oh, so they take him to section 2 and he's in 3rd degree 101. And he goes, Francis, you get the first hands-on. Okay, for starters, make him confess that he poisoned a well on midnight last March 15th. He goes, I never did that. And he's like, that's what's so cool about this. Yeah. He goes, wait, stop. I'll confess to anything you want. He goes, okay, well then we're going to take you to another class. They'll kill you in Capital 201. He starts sweating and he goes, I'm innocent. He goes, yeah, now we're cooking. All right. The kid pulls out like an iron poker that's been burning, pulls it out of the fire. It shows the dean. He's asking the teachers, how did the hands-on go? Oh, the pirates already confessed to a bunch of stuff we know they didn't do. The principal goes, what do you think of this? R&D drew this up, and it's a dude standing there with a match, and there's a giant cannon with a bunch of people stuffed in it. And he goes, I don't know, man. When you start killing in batches, what remains of the nobility of our calling? Like, I don't like it. The teacher's like, can I go now? He just doesn't like it. There's something clean and pure, just one-on-one killing. Shoving them all in a cannon just won't work. But anyway, he tells the dean before he leaves, all the pirates talked about a little girl and a one-eyed guy. We haven't caught them yet. And he goes, go search the island. So they all pop out. Shows Eye Patch luring a rope down and hanging one of these guys. Gwenny puts on the mask and he's, saying, why can't I go? Well, if I get captured, you have to come save me. And he goes, okay. What do I do once you're inside? She goes, I'll find out what happened to my father. You chill. If I don't come back by this time, come get me. She throws on the little green mask and she walks in. They go, you find anything? She goes, nope. She walks past. They go, oh, still the mask trick. They must think we're stupid, so they immediately follow her. They know it's her. They're in class. They're asking him how fast the blade from the guillotine travels.
Right. Important stuff.
Tobias just interrupts and says, can I go to the bathroom? He sees Gwenny and is immediately smitten. Goes up to her and he goes, you have to plead guilty. And she goes, what? And he goes, you have to plead guilty. And she gets taken off by a guard because she immediately got caught. She goes into the dean. He goes, how do you plead? She goes, guilty. He's like, wait, what? Seriously? Yeah, I plead guilty. Are you sure? You don't even know what you're pleading guilty to. Oh, the little resistance would be thoroughly justified. She goes, guilty. And he's like, okay, fine. That's how you want to play it. But Section 2 is going to be real pissed off at this. So they send her away. It shows Eye Patch just like eating monkeys. It shows him napping, waking up multiple days, freaking out, trying to figure out what to do. Okay. The teachers are having a meeting with the dean about all the students. They're saying, listen, Tobias, he kind of sucks. And they're like, well, his father was his father was a excellent executioner. Man was incredible. They're like, yeah, but why is his son so bad? And I don't know, but we need to demote him to Section 1. They're like, yeah, I think we should have done that a long time ago. The dean says, yeah, I'll let you pick it. It's all up to you. We'll make the transfer as soon as possible. Next student. So they continue on. They're in a class. They interrupt it to bring Tobias out and basically tell him what just happened. He sees Gwenny and he goes, please, give me one more chance. Please, just as a favor to my father, give me one last chance to prove myself. Right. So they let him kill Gwenny. And he chokes her. She goes out. They're like, excellent work, Tobias. That's fantastic. As they're dragging her out, she moans. He's like, I don't think he he did this too well. And the teacher's like, all right, just for his father, just bury her now and don't say anything about it. He's like, all right, man, this is the only time I'll do this.
Oh, man.
So they take her out there to bury her. Tobias is watching. While Eye Patch is in the tree, he sees her getting put in a coffin and getting taken out to be buried.
No.
Tobias is sneaking around. He goes out to get a shovel. He sneaks out. He goes out to the graves, and he doesn't know which one it is. Eye Patch comes up, choking him, being like, you're going to tell my secret. And he sees it's this little dude, and he goes, oh, do you know her? Tobias says, yeah, which grave is she buried in? Oh, she's over here. So they dig her out. She's pissed off. She immediately starts choking Tobias. And he's complaining, I swear it was the only way. They were if you pled not guilty, they were going to torture you. If you pled guilty, I had a chance to help you. Hey, some of your men, that's what they did. They pled not guilty and they're being tortured. There's a few tough ones still there. They're still alive. They go inside. Eye Patch is like, we should kill this kid. He's not useful. I don't trust him. She's like, he's fine. I trust him. How do I find information on my father? Tobias tells her, you need to get into the principal's office. All the records are kept there. So she tells him, I need you to go make a distraction. He goes, sets a curtain on fire, and he gets stopped by a teacher and pretends like, oh, I'm late for my jawboning homework. I gotta go. He goes, listen, yeah, I know he didn't choke her very well, but this new motivation, this is inspiring. I like this kid. Maybe we won't demote him. Kids are torturing someone in another class. They hear the bell ringing. It's the fire drill. So Tobias goes down, rescues all the pirates that have been tortured. They hear the bell, and the teacher's like, oh, that's section 2's problem, or that's section 1's problem. We don't have to worry about that here. I love this part. He goes, these are faces of people who have been beheaded. These are the expressions you do not want to have. So study these, and we're going to tell you how not to make these people have these expressions.
Weird.
The pirates bust in and just start killing all the teachers immediately. The captain is there, tells him, start killing everyone.
Yeah.
So guy comes into the dean's office and like, hey, the pirates escaped. They're killing all of us. We need to do something. The dean's freaking out. Goes and tells him to do something, runs off. He gets bonked on the head with a candlestick, and Eye Patch and Gwenny come in. Pointing a blunderbuss at all three of these guys. She starts digging around the files, and one of them, the teacher, goes, what is she looking for? And Eye Patch says, she's looking for information on her father. And he goes, actually, I'm your father, sweetie. And the other guy goes, don't listen, I'm your father. I didn't know how to tell you. It's me. She finds this paper, looks at it. She sheds a tear, and it turns around and goes, shut all those liars up. And Eye Patch blasts them with a blunderbuss and kills all three of them. And they run into Tobias. He goes, listen, I know how to get us out of here. I know where the boats are docked. Let's go. They go out there, and it's just anarchy, just pirates fighting guards everywhere.
Nice.
I know another way. Let's go. I saw the principal hide his boat out here one time. It's our only chance. They're like walking on the side of a cliff, and above them is more pirates and guards fighting. The captain found a bag of heads in that room, and he's been throwing them at all the guards. So it's kind of just raining heads.
Yeah. Whoa. That's wild.
Eye Patch is like, we got to get out of here. The whole island's on fire now. Gwenny's like, I just told you to do a diversion. And he's like, yeah, I know. I always screw shit up. She's like, no, shut that shit up now. If it weren't for you, we couldn't escape. So, quiet that down now.
Yeah.
Eye Patch says, I found a way through the woods. Follow me. So he's running, and he stops for a second, and then he starts sinking. It's quicksand. Gwenny's saying, grab the stick. He goes, it's pointless. I'm too heavy. Gwenny, swear you'll never reveal my secret. And she goes, actually, I was bluffing. I never knew your secret. He goes, you lied to me? And she just stares at him. He goes, go away. I'm not talking to you anymore.
What the?
And they walk away, and he goes, well, this really sucks. And I assume he dies. That's the last we see of him.
What the hell?
Is him sinking in quicksand. So Tobias and Gwenny find a boat. She makes Tobias takes his mask off. And she goes, listen, Tobias says, did you find what you were looking for? Yeah, I did, actually. I managed to grab some of those bills of exchange, the school's inscription dues, basically a fortune's worth. Turns out there was treasure there.
Oh, of
and
course.
So you're rich? And she goes, we're rich. You're okay with coming with me.
Okay.
So they agree. This is sometime later. I'm guessing a little bit after. They're in some other town. They go into a bar. They say, hey, Alfred, there's a funny-looking girl and her friend here to see you.
Mm-hmm.
A little girl? Yeah. She also says your name is William. So he kind of like goes to the table and he goes, how'd you find me? Well, I found registers on which I learned you never got on board the Marie Galante 5 years ago. Basically, everyone in town knew that you just went a few towns over and started over, except for me and Mom.
Right.
What the hell, dude? And he goes, she's crazy. I couldn't live with her. You're like, yeah, no one can live with her. You left me there, though.
Oh, shit.
And he's like, well, listen, there's time. Like, how'd you get all this information real quick? She's like, Tobias is good at hurting people.
Uh-huh.
And they had said, hey, the kid's a fuck up, but he's good at hurting people, even inadvertently. He should be a torturer. So she said, Tobias is good at hurting people. Your old friends sang immediately. Told us exactly where you were. So yeah, no, everybody knew except her and her mom. And he goes, well, we can get together now. Now, can you forgive me? We can start over. It shows her face, then it shows them sitting at the table, and then it shows like a big shot of just the ocean and the bay.
Okay.
And that's the end.
Okay.
I think they killed him.
Yeah,
the way the story went,
Yeah.
I think Tobias might have just choked that man to death.
seems like it.
I feel like it's a very Sopranos kind of ending. Just like, will you forgive me? Bam, bam.
Pulled out.
Fade to black.
Yeah, wow.
Because I don't know, but I like to think she killed him. I think that would be really funny.
Yeah.
So I don't have an excuse for why I picked this story. I really don't know why.
Right.
Something about it. It looked goofy. It wasn't even like a palette change thing. I don't know. Something about it. I was like, I picked this one. It sounded interesting. Sounded simple. And I was so surprised by how just raw it got, like for a second,
that came out of nowhere.
and how dry, super dry. It's like the driest humor, probably the driest humor comic I've read in a long time. If like the whole show, probably
Right.
so dry, like it's dark humor. People are getting their heads cut off, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Her mom tried to kill her, but then she hit her with a frying pan and put her in bed and was like, I hate you. Like, it's all dark, but kind of funny. So I was very surprised that that's what it turned out to be.
Yeah.
The faces, the faces are simple little dog faces and bird faces, mainly dogs, not too many birds.
Yeah. All I saw was dogs.
It's very simplistic, minimalist art, and it was a fun little read.
Yeah. Bing, bang, boom. Oh, I brought it up.
I don't have a guy. What are we doing? We fighting?
No, you're listening to my sweet ass story, bitch.
Oh, you can't do that.
All right, so I got R, and I found one called Rat City by a little underground publisher called Image, and this is a Spawn comic.
Image.
What do they call it? The New You. It's part of the Spawn universe.
It's a Spawn.
So it's a current
spin-off.
It's a current thing they're doing where they've got 10 different titles that's all getting released now, and their whole the New You is what the branding keeps saying. It's the extended Spawn universe. So from what I've seen, there's no Al Simmons because Al Simmons blew himself up, I guess.
Yep, I remember
He
that.
exploded himself, which is part of this comic.
Okay.
So this comic is cool because it's a standalone. This is a completely separate universe than anything with Spawn.
Okay.
But the fucked up part is, if you don't know Spawn intimately, 90% of this shit means nothing to you.
So this will be fun for everyone.
Yeah, so that's why I'm doing a little setup.
All our fans are huge Spawn fans.
Right, so you can understand the story, but the significance isn't there the same. It wasn't there for me, because I didn't understand every single little reference and whatnot.
And you know a good bit about Spawn.
Okay, I know a little bit, enough to...
I read the one where he turned to Angel Spawn. Because I just wanted to see that. I wanted to see how powerful Angel Spawn was.
Right.
And it was very powerful.
Spoilers, it was very powerful.
Super duper powerful.
Yeah. So, like I said, you really, the only thing that is directly affects this universe is that apparently in 2019, Al Simmons used his necroplasm, which is his suit, to explode. And this explosion carried on to all universes in all times in all places.
What, multiple universes?
Yeah.
Meaning Al Simmons in other universes?
So he's in the main whatever Spawn universe, he explodes, and that explosion he's not in other realities exploding. That explosion that in the one reality carried over to all the other universes.
Oh, so they all got destroyed.
So no. So what happens is a bunch of people in a bunch of different times and places get spawn powers, basically.
Okay.
So in this one,
that tracks.
right? In this one, it's one character. His name's Peter Cairn. It's probably Cairn. Peter Cairn. And this is 2111 is the date. So it's cyberpunk future. Everything's neon. Everything's very cyberpunk 2077.
Mm-hmm.
The art style in this is super fucking dope. I want everybody to go check out. The artist is Z.E. Carlos. Kills it. It's so good, bro.
Oh, okay.
It's different than some of the Spawn stuff I had seen.
Nice,
before.
nice. Yeah.
Not so different where you're like, oh my God, what is... No, it's just, it's a little shake up. I love it. It's really cool. The writer is Erica Schultz.
For this?
Yeah.
City?
It's called Rat City. And our main character, his name is Peter Cairn, or they call him the Deviant.
Okay.
Which is cool. So
that is pretty cool.
I'll just call him Deviant. That's a sick ass name.
Yeah.
So in this universe, Deviant is part of a Black Ops group, kind of like Al Simmons.
Yep.
And he runs shit for a made up intercontinental security agency.
Okay.
Almost like the UN, but on steroids and a lot more teeth.
Yeah.
They're actually going out and doing messed up stuff instead of just kind of trying to
talking
provide
about
aid and
messed up stuff.
Yeah, whatever. He's out there living his best Al Simmons life. Oh, I'm doing all this merc stuff, but I'm not into it. I don't like killing people. It's not fun. I'm doing it to help my country and stuff. So he's out on a mission, gets tasked with a normal mission. He's out to kill some warlord who's hoarding medical supplies. That's it. So he goes to this place. They killed all the guys there. They kill his partner there.
Yeah.
Not his best friend, but another guy of the group kills some kids.
Oh.
Unnecessarily.
Yeah.
And so that's a thing. And that comes up later. That's the only reason I bring it up. So they execute this badass mission. They're exfilling. They're leaving. And then as they're leaving, laser beams come out of friggin' nowhere. And they don't show where they come from. They just show the laser. And no context to where the laser's coming from. So it's okay, so the laser was shooting him.
Yeah, right?
The laser was shooting him lasery.
It's just a dot flying around.
Yeah, what? What is happening? So a convoy gets hit. Him and his homies. His best friend there is named Reese. They spell it all crazy because it's the future.
Yes.
So they spell it RHYS.
That's so dumb.
They always do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, it's so annoying when they do that. Okay, so they get blown up. They get medevaced out. They are missing arms. They're missing legs. They're missing a bunch of parts of their body. So one of the big companies, it's called Pharmatech, I think. They just call it PT the whole time. I'm going to call it PT. PT is the second biggest thing on Earth besides the...
Oh, like Walmart.
I'd say more than Walmart even.
Oh, like Disney.
Yeah. Disney
if they put
biotech.
Robot legs on
biotech
people.
shit. Yeah, nanites. So
Disney Skynet.
Yeah, exactly.
No, who did RoboCop? No.
RoboCop?
I ruined my joke.
Skynet was not Transformers.
You fucked up too. It's Terminator. I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that.
Okay.
Who's Cyberdyne?
Fair enough. It's the same thing.
That's
the earlier company.
Oh my God. What's the company in RoboCop?
Oh,
Is that just
OCP.
OCP. Okay. Yeah. Them and the other thing mixed and made a joke that was funny.
That was good. It
Editor,
landed perfectly.
And landed awesome. Editor, fix all that to make it a joke.
So PT snatches our crew up.
Abducts them?
No,
or just
they didn't get to choose this. They were just
okay, we'll take it from here.
Yeah, we got you. We'll just put all this cool biotech and artificial limbs all over you.
Don't worry, you'll walk and bang again.
Yeah. I'm sure one of them asks, "Is it still there?
Is it?
Is it there?"
I mean,
I bet every single one of them woke up. Said, "Is it there?
Is it there?"
So they get nanites put in them. They get full on just regular metal legs and regular sick ass $20 million. Each limbs is what they're saying. They actually spent billions on the 20 guys that they outfitted.
Oh, dang.
They are being tested by Pharmatech PT to be the ultimate soldier, not just a super soldier, because they've got people that are pretty badass and kind of super soldier. They want a god, basically, and they don't live up to it.
At all?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to decide what I'm going to actually call Peter. I just call him Peter, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I keep, in the comic, they use all of them.
Peter Devastator?
No,
Deviant.
Deviant, yeah, and Spawn gets thrown around in there a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, call him Peter.
So Peter and his friend Reese
Deviant,
get
Adam.
kicked out of the program. They're not living up to...
Peter does?
Yeah, Peter and Reese.
His friend?
Yeah. So they're the only ones that made it out of that convoy. The dude who was shooting kids, he died.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so that comes up later, actually. So they get kicked out, and they're just, like, doing jobs, but they let them keep their sick-ass arms and legs.
I was curious if they just walked out with billion-dollar
Yeah,
check.
basically. And they were
What does Peter have?
So Peter's legs. He's
Both
just got
legs?
legs, like, right below his waist.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So really up high on it. No, like their cover more. So it goes down a little above the knee. But his metal legs go all the way like up his legs. So it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of living.
Call me the kicker.
Peter and Reese are just kind of living their life at this point. Then this is where the necroplasmic explosion or whatever that Spawn did in 2019, even though this is 2111 and it's a different universe, whatever.
This is a different universe.
It's not. It's just through time. I forget. Maybe it's slightly different, but it's definitely in the future. Because Spawn, they talk about Spawn here in a minute as like a myth from back in the day.
Yeah, it's 2111.
Yeah. And he was in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, that happens, and then in 2111, Peter's just kind of working as like a construction guy. This crazy EMP, like a green EMP. There's a regular explosion, but also a green EMP that goes out through the whole city. And a bunch of people that have the sick-ass nanites and stuff get affected by it. And he actually has a vision of Al Simmons, Spawn. After that vision of Al Simmons, he kind of goes away, and then he makes it back to his apartment. And then Al Simmons actually like starts talking to him. and he's like, hey man, you're like been chosen or whatever. And he's like, wait, what? And that's it. Like, it's like nothing. You would think he was like, this is what's happening or whatever. He's kind of like,
also, why was your vision of me in the shower?
Yeah, that wasn't cool, dude.
His vision, he's like, Al Simmons. And he's just like,
soaping up.
That was weird, bro.
Yeah, why?
What was that? Look,
Timing.
you've been chosen, but don't do that again, okay?
Yeah, that was weird timing, bro.
I didn't mean to do that.
So Peter and Reese, they go to PT because their cybernetics aren't working right. They're messing up. So they're like, hey, we need to go get checked out.
Since the explosion?
Yeah.
Like everyone?
Yeah, all the people that had the sick cybernetics.
Okay.
So they're all going back there. Reese goes in the back. They start trying to do some like work on him. And then like the spirit of Spawn, this is what I'm talking about. This is where the knowing deep Spawn lore would really help me out here.
So there's precedent for this.
Yeah, exactly. There has to be. Okay, so it's so confusing because a bunch of people kind of get chosen to be the Spawn. It's so confusing. I'll say that for the end. It'll make at least a little more sense at that point.
I hope so.
Reese is in there. He's getting worked on. He has like a flash of like craziness or Spawn control or whatever. And he hops up and because he knows they're going to like take him apart. He discovers, he listens to him. He's like half knocked out. It's like, yeah, we're going to strip him for parts, whatever, to figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
so he goes,
kill this dude.
Yeah, he hulks out. And he busts through like a huge like armored door that was like holding him back. He busts through and it knocks Peter into the wall. And Peter's hurt now. And then he gets the same Spawn, like weird green eyes and Spawn face.
Reese?
Both of them now. So Reese is the first one.
Reese broke the door.
Broke through the door and it hit Peter.
So
and
now Peter's doing it?
Got hit. So he needs to be protected. So now he's going. But now he fully goes. He's got a sick-ass new Spawn costume. This is part of what I'm saying. Peter, he's our main Spawn guy. Yeah. So Peter fully transforms into new techno future Spawn without being silly overboard. Because back in the day they did that. They did like a manga Spawn and like all this stuff. Yeah. I love the simple version of it because they have like a further back version and then they have an up close where you can see all like the wires and all this stuff. It's really cool. Fuck you, man.
This is so
Fuck you, man.
This is so you, bro. Not only is it Spawn, but it's like future tech Spawn, bro. This is so you.
Oh yeah.
You know what makes Spawn cooler? Nanotech.
I didn't even say this started in 2024 and it's still going. Like,
okay.
I'm on 17, and I'm definitely going to continue it.
You're doing all 17, right?
Yeah,
Strap in, folks.
I'm jumping. It's going to be I'm already on
you
issue 3. I'm already on issue 3.
Oh, nice.
And that was with that setup at the beginning.
Keep that pace up, then. Let's go.
So, like I said, the artist, Z. Carlos, kills it. He even does some of the covers. Other people do covers, too.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of variant covers, of course.
Of course.
They're all dope, and I really do like the outfit. His fucking costume is sick.
Let me see it. Is it
Yeah. Right here. See, that's that, but there you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, that's so you. And of course you would love that. It is cool, though. It is cool.
It really is sick.
Not as cool as
So
regular suit, though.
Part of it is, like, very fleshy, and then the rest of it, like his cape parts and
is
his
it
red
still
parts.
alive?
Yeah, his cape is much smaller in this, and he uses it more like a weapon, like big axes, basically.
Oh, okay. So it still does all the same stuff.
Yeah, he can make it do stuff. He uses the chains
Anything.
as well. He still uses the chains as well. So Reese's got shot in the back while he was escaping. So Reese is like dying.
Dang, you really don't want that to happen.
Pro tip, don't let that happen to you.
Don't get shot in the back
Yep.
when you're trying to escape.
Yeah.
It's bad.
So Peter's fully spawned now, basically. He grabs Reese and they deuce out. He like busts through a wall and then uses shadows. He can travel through shadows.
Oh, what?
So he goes into one shadow and he pops out at a cemetery.
Oh, it's like so more like teleporting?
Yeah.
But with
full
shadows?
teleporting.
Oh, that's so sick.
Like far. He wasn't even trying. So the suit is really like, there's like it's more of the symbiote in this because like the suit's way more in charge than it normally is.
Oh, okay. Was the suit another personality originally? But
It
was
had its
hard
own
to, it was hard to
thing.
control,
It was its own
right?
thing, but it wasn't like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
It wasn't to that degree at
I
all.
remember him struggling at first to control
The
it, but
first
then
few
it was
issues.
like no problem,
Yeah.
right? Forever.
Yeah.
It was just they were boys.
Yeah, well, this is like the suit being the one in charge and knowing everything because Peter doesn't know shit at
So
this
this
point. He
is
literally,
like,
this is his first transformation.
Yeah.
So he, like I said, he deuced out through the shadows. They end up in a cemetery. Reese and him have like a last heart to heart. Reese is like, hey, go find my boyfriend. His name is Quinlan and protect him. He's in trouble.
He's like, I don't know about that.
He's like, I didn't hear you. What?
Your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Just drops him and runs off. Damn, Peter.
Whoa. So that's what Reese is like, hey, make sure you find Quinlan. He's in trouble. Like,
right.
There's a problem. He's going to get killed, basically, is what he said. So Peter, like, deuces out and goes home. And he was at PT. PT saw him transform into the spawn thing.
He goes home.
He goes home. PT saw him transform, knows him. You
They'll
know what I
never
mean?
find
Probably
me
pays
here.
for his apartment, to be honest.
Right.
And then they send it, and they're at this point. There's a guy called the chairman. We haven't really seen him yet, but he's the guy in charge. He saw that the dude turned into Spawn, and instantly was like, everything, all stop.
Go.
That's him. That's the guy we've been waiting for. And then he tells everybody they want the suit for technology and this and that.
Yeah, they don't want him.
Yeah. So he's at his house chilling, and then while he's chilling, the fucking raiders show up. The thugs from PT, they're mercenaries, I guess. They show up. And they like bust through his door, deuces out. He like jumps out a window and like runs away out a window. And like he's jumping from building to building. He turns into the Spawn uniform as he's jumping.
Cool.
It's real cool. He goes on a little hunt for Quinlan, and he finds Quinlan, and Quinlan is trying to commit suicide, so he saves him from committing suicide.
Ooh, super convenient timing. That's good.
Yeah.
For
Well,
Quinlan.
after their talk, because Quinlan didn't know he was dead yet, so he told him he was dead.
Oh, he thought he bailed on him?
Yeah, well, he knew something bad had happened.
Right.
He wasn't for sure what, but he knew something terrible had happened. So we find out Quinlan thinks that explosion was his fault. He thinks that
Is he one of the
no, he is not. He was not augmented.
Not involved,
He just
okay.
Reese met him after all the super secret agent stuff.
and they fell in love.
They fell in love. It's actually really cute how they do it because you don't know at first. And so he like goes, there's a flashback and he goes and sees him and you're like, oh, this is his old like army buddy or something. They start making out and I really didn't see it coming. I was like, oh shit. Okay, good. That was like really good writing. But it was like good writing because like it worked really well. So Quinlan thinks he caused this explosion. So that's part of the reason why I'm about to explain why. So that's part of the reason why he's so upset about Reese because he thinks he caused Reese to die, basically.
Okay. Explosion's his fault, which killed Reese.
Which ended up with Reese getting killed. So he's talking about how he was downloading files from PT about Peter and Reese and their whole crew. And he was trying to like get dirt on them, but also he like worked for them and was trying to leave and get like insurance or something.
Okay.
So he's got a bunch of
hacker
shit, and he thinks the explosion was his fault because he was using a booster box or something, which is like a hardcore, like it's illegal and stuff. You're not supposed to have it.
Oh, okay.
So he thinks
Peter's like, you did that? It is your fault.
When the EMP went off, it went off too. So he thought it was the same thing, causing the same thing.
It is your fault.
Right. So
you killed Reese.
Yeah, that would have been so messed up.
All right, I'm out.
So Quinlan tells all this crap to Peter, and while that's happening, there's a doctor that comes in, one of the doctors from PT. There's two main doctors. There's Dr. Bose and Dr. Ammon. And this is Dr. Ammon. He's like the second in charge. He pops up in their like workshop or whatever, wherever Quinlan's at. Yeah. And he's there to get the info that Quinlan took / get Peter. It's very, because he's like, I'm here for the info. But then.
Yeah, but then sees Peter.
Yeah, basically.
That makes sense.
And so he's like, hey. He's like trying to hold him hostage, basically. Yeah. So as
did you see the videotape of what I did?
Yeah.
He got that cute little gun.
Know who I am now? Are you really going to do that?
Specially made to hurt me, bitch.
So he attacks them. Ammon tries to shoot him. Peter's like brain like fries, and now he sees two violators in front of him.
Ooh.
I think Violator is the main bad guy now in the Spawn thing, because that's what it seems like. Like I said, I there's too much for me to know.
John Leguizamo?
Yes, exactly.
Was he Violator, right?
Yeah.
I thought so.
The clown or Violator is, he went by both. When he was the little guy, he was the clown.
Yeah, when he turned the big monster, he was the
Violator.
Yeah.
So, like, it's in his head. He's seeing the Violators, like, attacking him or whatever, even though one of them's just Quinlan and the other one's Dr. Ammon. They're both like, so Ammon's avatar basically starts to attack him. So Peter attacks back and just instantly ends Dr. Ammon. Because Dr. Ammon's barely augmented, like at all. He's just got like inputs and jacks and stuff. He's like a scientist. He doesn't need fighting.
Yeah, so he's not a bot. He's heavily modified?
Not heavily modified.
Oh, not. Okay.
So he's got like a fake jaw, and he's got like inputs for the computer and stuff. He's not a warrior. So they do a ridiculous little side story that I'm going to pretty much just mention of a news anchor, and it's talking about Rat City and how Spawn used to protect it back in the day. And so we see this part of the comic through her eyes. They're doing a bunch of interviews and stuff, and they're using like drones to film Spawn now. Like, it's so silly. They bring her out of nowhere for, like, no reason.
They just got to break it up.
Yeah, because it's a lot. This is a lot of comics. So now Dr. Ammon gets saved. He gets taken back to PT. Now our duo, Quinlan and Peter, are on the run. Yeah. They have to steal money to survive. During that fight, Quinlan actually got injured. So they go into hiding in one of Reese's safe houses.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So they're in the safe house.
We use this house to bang.
You're right. I'm sure they did. Oh, Quinlan didn't know what it was, so no, they didn't. Maybe Peter and him.
Oh, Peter knew? Oh, maybe him and Peter were banging.
Yeah, maybe. So they're in the safe house, and we get some exposition. This is where we see backstories and stuff. Oh, Reese was actually a really good guy. He helped people out during the Depression, whatever. The chairman and Dr. Bose are trying to find Quinlan and Peter now. They have a better idea what's going on. The chairman's like, we have to get that guy. He calls him the deviant or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And he's like, we have to get him. That's all your focus. All you're going to do is get him.
It's in the name. We got to get this guy. His name is the Deviant.
Yeah, exactly.
Get him.
We get a little bit of scenes with the chairman. Chairman is blind. He's got electronics to help him see. He's got a bunch of like crosses all over his gear, like his clothes and stuff have a bunch of crosses and stuff. And we find out he is related to a character in the old Spawn comics called The Curse. The Curse was...
I thought he might be. That's what I assumed.
All the clues.
The symbolism.
Yeah, all the clues they dribbled in front of us.
It's also commenting on our current state of politicians in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
They're blind. Covered in crosses.
So...
It's poignant, Adam.
So the Curse guy, or the chairman... He sends his like heavy duty crew. So those other guys that he's sent so far are kind of his regular foot soldiers or whatever. Yeah. Now he sends like his Black Ops team after Peter and I keep forgetting his name. His name's Quinlan. So they're kind of just chilling at the safe house or whatever, healing up. And then Peter's passed out. He's like fully out, like out to the world. He's been up for days. Using the suit drains him, whatever.
Yeah.
So he's asleep.
Worn out.
So he's asleep all the way. And while they're chilling, strike team shows up. And it's got a lady called...
To the safe house?
Yeah.
Damn.
Victoria Dashel. She's the mercenary in charge of the strike team. They show up. They're outside. And while he's sleeping, the suit completely takes over. And now he's wearing way more of a Spawn-style suit.
Oh, cool.
It looks way less techno. Okay, so right when he stands up, he looks almost exactly like regular Spawn. And then when he goes outside, you can see... I don't know if there's a difference in how he drew it.
Let me see.
Here, look. So this is what he looks like when he's outside. And then look at this. He looks different here.
A little bit, yeah. It's less emphasized.
Where is it? Did I go too far? Here, look. Right?
Yeah, very Spawn-like.
Yeah.
Less techno, yeah.
Yes, techno.
Except for the little canisters and stuff.
I think it's just the angle and stuff.
Yeah, it's less wires, I guess. Less.
They might have just gone less detail or something. Whatever. By the time he gets outside, he does look different. When he gets outside, he's all technoed up, and then he uses his chains for the first time.
Oh, cool.
His chains come out and just, I keep saying decimated, so like, he just like mollywops these fools.
That's your other
like mud hole stomps them.
That's all three.
That's all three.
That's all of them.
Yeah. So he's outside, and that reporter earlier is using a drone and watching this whole situation unfold. And so now she gets live footage of Spawn just like ripping fathers in half. One of the guy goes, "I'm a single father. I have 2 daughters or something," and he just like rips him into pieces.
Yeah.
And so we get a bunch of flashbacks of him back when he was in the military, how he used to go to church and stuff. Peter did. Mm-hmm. And that's juxtaposed with the Spawn ripping people in half and stuff. It's really,
it's the suit.
Yeah. Suit's fully in charge right now.
Yeah, Peter wouldn't do that.
He's not there at all. The lady, Victoria, is like hiding. She's like all teched out too and like a badass mercenary, and she's like hiding, like in a fetal position basically. She's like, "We need to leave. Fall back." And she looks at a guy in the truck. He goes, "Okay." He starts saying "okay," and the chains come through and just explode his head. And so she calls the chairman. She's about like, "Hey, what are we gonna do?" Like, and he goes, "He doesn't answer. He just straight up doesn't answer." So she goes, "I quit," and leaves. So she deuced out.
Nice.
Like she didn't even get like any
smart one.
Yeah, exactly. The only smart one in this whole fucking comic, bro.
I'm just gonna go home.
So while that's happening, the chairman, aka the Curse, is praying. And we get a full flashback on the chairman. The chairman was part of an extreme cult that worshipped the Curse. Because the Curse was a real guy in this universe. Yeah. And the Curse thought he was a messenger of God in the 90s or whatever.
Well, but he wasn't.
Yeah. So their cult pops up for him, and they're like a Christian cult or whatever of the Curse. So they're their own thing.
Oh, it's like a separate branch?
Yeah. So they're the Curse. They're the Curse cult. They poison 10 kids at a time when they turn 12. And if they live through the poisoning, they become the Curse. And they poke their eyes out. Because the Curse was blind back in the day. We get them back on the run. They get away from the giant massacre. Quinlan and him.
Spawn just, like, the suit just give up eventually? Just stops?
So they just disappear for a while. They're really good at hiding from all the surveillance and the technology and stuff.
Because she went home. He was still there.
She ran away. Yeah.
Well, what'd Spawn do? Just stop?
They don't show the end of it. Okay. He's just done. So, like I said, we see the whole Curse thing, ritual. We find out this chairman guy was picked to be the Curse. He lived. They poked his eyes out, and he lived to this point. He was going to like wait for the Spawn and kill the Spawn, or like usher in the new heaven or something. Like, it was very nebulous.
Yeah, he had some big crazy plan.
Yeah, exactly. He was there. He was the chosen one, basically.
Right.
So they finally, the chairman finally finds where Peter and Quinlan are at, and he sends Dr. Amon from earlier. He got picked up by PT after he almost died from Spawn or Peter, whatever, and they totally changed him. He's got biceps left. And the upper part of his face is it. That's the only part of human that's left that we can see. Because a lot of their cybernetics go like over their like flesh that's still there.
Oh, so it'll be like arm and then
they're
cover
missing if they're only missing
the
hand, it'll go all the way up the arm.
Got it.
So he comes out looking sick. He's like all white. Here, check it out.
Oh, damn. He does look cool.
Yeah.
And handsome.
Oh, so handsome. That jaw.
That jaw. It's basically hidden by the metal, but
yeah.
No, he does look cool.
So they're like hiding in a hobo camp, and Dr. Amon finds out where they're at. They go and fight. And Peter kind of wipes the floor with him as soon as he starts trying, because Dr. Amon was not a fighter or like a warrior.
Yeah.
So he's all strong and badass, but he doesn't know how to fight.
Doesn't know what to do with it.
So like he can fly though. So he grabs Peter and he flies him up the air and he drops him. And Peter isn't in Spawn suit yet. He's just himself. Mm-hmm. He falls and gets speared by a giant stump, kind of like Wolverine and Logan.
Yeah.
Like almost exactly like that. And he's like dying, and Dr. Amon comes up and he's about to finish him, and the suit pops up.
Yeah.
Of course. I think this is another instance of the suit taking completely over, because he just got impaled and was like basically dying or dead.
Yeah.
And he's really out of it. So the suit kind of took over, and it shows him in his own mind, like remembering his wife or whatever, remembering stuff, the better times, whatever. So Dr. Amon and him fight and end up back where Dr. Bose was working, the big tower where they were working at. Peter almost gets taken out. He gets stunned with an EMP, which is like one of the only things that can affect him in this universe or this timeline, whatever.
Because it's nanotech.
Nanotech is like a big part of it. He gets immobilized for a second, and Dr. Boz is kind of doing his supervillain speech. And he busts through the force field, of course, and he busts out, and he's about to kill Dr. Bose, and goes, ho, 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 and he sets off a bomb and blows up like half the building they're in. So it says a whole bunch of innocent people died, because it was just like half the building, or like a bunch of floors of the building exploded. So Peter gets blown up like pretty bad. He's in the Spawn outfit, so he doesn't die or nothing. Right after that happens, we get introduced to a whole new character, bro. Like from this deep into it, called Arif Ormet. And he's got a backstory where Peter, back in the day, he killed his uncle and his brother. So now he's on a mission to kill Peter and Reese. And so he spends the next like 6 years or 7 years searching for them.
Damn.
And he tracks them down to Rat City, which is in New York. And he tracks them down, and they're driving, and the cab he's in hits Peter while he's wearing the Spawn outfit, carrying Reese from the beginning. Yeah. So they're doing like a flashback kind of type of thing where, Arif was there the whole time. Because they showed that in the first comic where he's carrying Reese. It shows the cab or whatever. Right. They don't show Arif. So Arif is like, that's the guy. He recognizes Reese, not Peter, because Peter's dressed up like Spawn. So he follows him down an alley. He does his shadow shift or whatever, and so he disappears down the alley. And Arif's like, oh, where'd he go? That's crazy. And then out of nowhere, they haven't shown these things at all, to a black cat and a black dog, but they're not just, they look like ink black or like a liquid black almost, and they have glowing green eyes and they talk. And so they're like the main part of the rest of the comic book they're called the progeny. And they start talking to Arif about how we could help you get him.
Oh, so they're gonna make him a big bad?
Yeah, out of nowhere. Like I was like, what the?
They're watching.
Yeah. So we even do a whole comic where it's a backstory for Quinlan and a little bit of backstory of Peter's childhood, a little bit of Arif's childhood, and we see how bad Arif's childhood was. He lived in a war zone. It was terrible. And so these progeny start talking to the curse guy. They're talking to Arif, and then right in here in a second, they're going to be talking to Peter. And there's 6 of them, and 2 of them go to each of them. And it seems like they're all technically one thing, but they can scheme against each other. It's very confusing. I'm not going into more detail because I will sound dumb. Because somebody's like, dude, you don't know the progeny.
Progeny, bro. This
There's
is how they
6
operate.
And 2 of them. And God, man.
So it's like they're basically splitting themselves.
Yeah, something to do with that.
So, okay. Copies, and each one's going to...
They're like, maybe they're a demon. Maybe they're part of the suit. Maybe they're not part of the suit. I know that because they're trying to get the suit. And they want to use it to fight somebody. And I don't know if they want it to fight Malbolgia. I think Malbolgia's dead, so maybe...
Malbolgia's son.
I don't know. Violator, maybe? I don't know. And so, I don't know if I said it, but the curse guy, after he fucks up and he isn't able to capture, what's his name? He kills himself. He just straight up shoots himself.
The curse does?
Yeah.
Oh,
kills himself.
That one wraps up nice.
And as he's dead or whatever, the progeny is talking to him now. So now, like I said, the progeny is talking to everybody, and they're like trying to get a champion. I know that for sure. They're trying to get somebody to be a champion. They don't want Peter to be the champion, maybe because they can't get him to do what they want. They seem to be lacking control of him, and that's why they want the curse guy, because he's so fanatical, and they're tricking him right now, saying like they're angels or whatever, and he's doing God's work. Right. So they're going to be able to control him, or they're going to try to get a reef to do things. So after that explosion, Peter's all messed up from the explosion, so he's in the in-between, which is where the progeny talks to you. Mm-hmm. So all our guys are in the in-between now, and the rest of the comic is basically projections of the in-between trying to trick Peter into doing what they want, getting rid of the suit. They want him to get rid of the suit. He tries to get rid of the suit to a fake Reese, who's like a projection there, and he like turns into a bunch of melty progeny, and it looks like a H.P. Lovecraft monster. Yeah, it's gnarly, and so now they've got all of them. It's like not all of them yet. We've got Arif and Peter battling out in the in between. This is like full on suit fights. So like Arif's got a badass new like Spawn suit type thing. He's got his own armor. He's got his own badass
suit versus suit.
Sick ass armor and the in between. So they start battling, and it's like a bunch of pages. It's really sick. Back and forth. Obviously, Arif's not as badass fighter as Peter is. Peter's like a sick ass fighter before he got the suit. So they're fighting. It looks like Arif might win. He's got the upper hand at least. Standing over Peter. And that's when the curse guy shows up. He goes, "You're not the only one who wants to take on the hell spawn." And then I went further, and I was like, no, that's the end. No, I was so heated, bro. And the other one's not coming out for a month.
Oh,
this is currently coming out, by the way. Issue 18 will be coming out in like a month. I don't know when this is coming up, but issue 18 is coming out after I'm making this broadcast.
I commend you for doing 17
I didn't take that
issues.
long either, no.
You took a long ass fucking time. Don't think that took... No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, so...
It wasn't that bad.
The faces in this are really cool. Like I said, the art overall is amazing. The colors in it. The colors are absolutely... I wrote down the color people.
It does look like a top shelf comic.
So the... Oh, my page is flipped over.
I'd expect nothing less of
So the colors were done by J.D. Ramos, F.C.A. Placeria. Yeah, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. And then Marcelo Iazzoli. Okay. So there's 3 people throughout the 17 issues.
Oh, nice.
And they all killed it.
Were they similar?
Yeah.
Complimented each other?
You couldn't tell.
Okay,
those were all the colorists, not artists.
Sorry.
Yeah,
got it.
So they all worked on the same palette and everything. Mm-hmm. It all looks amazing. The artist, Z. Carlos, absolutely blew me away.
Bing, bang, boom, let's go. This is Matt versus Adam. Were you going to do it? You want to do it?
No, I'm good.
This is Matt versus Adam.
A bing, a bang, a boom.
We take a ultimate character wheel now, and we see who wins in a fight between who I get and who he gets. The arena is downtown Houston, 2 blocks. If it's something we would normally have on us, we carry it with us, but no crazy amount of gadgets or anything.
No extra prep time or nothing.
We found a ultimate character wheel that is like thousands of characters. So we did this. We got a crazy matchup. I got Disco Kid from the old Punch-Out Nintendo video game.
Yeah.
And who did you get?
Giorno Giovanni.
So
from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
So this is difficult because neither one of us have like a real good list of powers or anything.
No.
But mine do say so. He has superhuman physical characteristics, above average stamina, the ability to withstand punches from larger opponents, athletic human speed, powerful left hook and jab. I'm just a superhuman boxer, apparently.
Right.
But it's just superhuman physical characteristics and master martial arts.
Yeah.
Enhanced speed, enhanced blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So like real base anime character, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And so you have a bunch of strange powers, right? What are
that's
they?
All I could... I just know the names. I got the Life Giver, the Life Shot, Flesh and Organic Creation, Reanimation, Life Sensor. So, like, I don't know anything about this dude.
So what it sounds like is you're not a fighter, but I looked up the AI stuff. So what it says is You can create life from inanimate objects, turning objects like luggage into frogs or boxing gloves into snakes or scorpions or something. There's a base ultimate abilities with the power of the Requiem arrow, which I don't know if you always have that on you.
Yeah.
It has a godlike ability to reset any action or will back to zero, effectively nullifying any attack or cause and effect.
I see that.
But
return to zero.
What we don't know is if you always have that stupid arrow.
Right.
Because
even without that, I have reanimation, flesh and organic creation.
See, it's just
life shot, life giver.
You have superhuman
physical strength,
powers, but this is squabs, Adam.
Yeah.
This is squabs. You turning fucking.
Well, it says proficient
into
combatant, stealth, body manipulation.
We just don't know how strong you are.
Extreme. Yeah, exactly.
So what are we doing?
When I was trying to read his not feats, but I was looking for feats, and he just doesn't. That's not something he does.
It's not. It doesn't seem like he fights.
Nah, that's not his thing.
It seems like a character who pops up every now and then. But so the arrow makes you ridiculous, godlike.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a special thing. What we need to know is, does the arrow do you always have it with you? Can you always do that?
Right.
And how strong you are in a hand-to-hand fight. Because I am a good fighter. I do have enhanced strength. Some of it said enhanced, some of it said superhuman, so split the difference.
Yeah, it seems like he does.
Like Captain America?
He does do fight stuff. It's just that's not his main thing.
And like creating life, like all that, like, yeah, you have a bunch of crazy powers, but can you fight? Can if I punch you, are you going to be hurt? If you punch me, will I be hurt? Is this just two regular I mean, it's anime, so I'm immediately like, yeah, he's probably super strong.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like, oh, he punched a dude one time. He probably went flying into a mountain or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I have the reanimation and whatnot without the arrow. So, like, I guess that's probably work on other people, though, is what it seems like. I don't know, bro.
And see, those powers might not help in a fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he could do it on himself, where he'd like reanimate himself, then yeah, that's powerful. But I don't see that. Huh?
So
I think we need to ask our droves and droves of fans to let us know on who's going to win that one.
So yeah, I mean, he unleashes rapid, powerful, lethal punches. He can heal things. And then he can life manipulation, can create and manipulate life, producing plants and animals for various purpose, like disguise, or creating weapons. So that's helpful. Yeah, if you can could do that. But it says high durability, intelligence, tactical ability, superhuman stamina. So I have regular enhanced stamina. But it also said, while physically powerful, his strength lies in his stands versatility.
Yeah, stands, whatever.
Is that their power? Is that their key?
I keep seeing it in there. I don't know.
So his supernatural stand, Gold Experience, and its evolved form, Gold Experience Requiem, put him on a completely different level of power. A boxing match would be over before it could even begin. Okay. But that's if you have all that.
Exactly.
So we don't know if he just rolls with that. So is it like Super Saiyan?
There's multiple levels. So the Gold Experience and then Gold Experience Requiem. How do we say I just have the Gold Experience?
Just base. I mean, like, but what is it? Is it something... Is it like Super Saiyan where...
You have it, you just
like
have to
you
get
can turn it on,
yeah.
or do you have to achieve it?
We're so ignorant of these
because it says pre
characters, bro.
Pre something. Yeah, it said pre Gold Experience.
Oh, so, did it?
Yeah, so abilities.
Not just Gold Experience Requiem.
This one says abilities base form right here.
Okay.
Gold stand, Gold Experience can create life, inanimate objects, turning objects like luggage into frogs or parts of a car into giant trees. It can also turn wounds into painful, accelerated sensory experiences. He can also heal wounds by turning objects into replacement body parts. That doesn't sound like a fighter.
Like a medic.
Yeah, so you're like a support.
Medic.
So in base form, but see, it's still... Because I wouldn't take Super Saiyan away from Goku.
Right, because he has
to
go there.
Yeah, we need to know if this guy can just turn it on.
So Gold Experience is a very versatile stand. The stand can also inject what is called a life shot on people, which causes their consciousness to separate from their body for a few seconds. In this state, the victim's senses are greatly heightened, and the pain they feel while their body is being attacked is enhanced tenfold.
Okay.
So I can
tenfold.
Yeah,
shit.
I can pop you out like
for a couple seconds.
Yeah, Sorcerer Supreme style, while your soul's like floating around, and I can mess up your bodies.
I do have superhuman stuff, though, is what it said.
Yeah.
So, and this says life creation, strategic uses. These life forms can be used, such as healing, disguise tracking, combat, creating animals like a frog that can absorb impacts and return them to the attacker, stuff like that. Physical attacks, it is a close-range fighter that can deliver... he is a close-range fighter that can deliver a rapid barrage of punches used with a lethal intent by Giorno. Damage done to created life forms is reflected back to the attacker. So,
nice.
I think it's you.
Yeah.
I think straight fight with none of your animals or anything. If I'm actually superhuman, because it is a video game.
Yeah.
But some of the sites said I was compared to humans. I should
really badass
do speed and but I think some instances say I'm a regular dude. Others say superhuman. So with him being an anime character, having the rapid barrage and just the ability to, make a frog appear out of belly lint and
and just because he doesn't show him using those powers to offensive, like the creating life from inanimate to life. Maybe I can touch you and turn you into a fucking bench.
He can create life. That's all it said. Like I saw that multiple times. It didn't say anything about changing life into something else. He can create it. But if my boxing gloves, if I'm got my boxing gloves on and I'm going to punch you and you change my boxing glove to a raccoon at the last second, I punch the raccoon against your face, that damage comes back to me tenfold.
Gotcha.
You do your little spirit thing, beat the shit out of my body for a couple seconds with you win. I think you take this.
Yeah.
Took us a minute, but
I had zero idea who this dude even was at all, so I had to read a bunch.
Yeah.
It still didn't help that much.
Not a lot, but
no.
As long as we can break it down like logically. I know anime characters are crazy, but video game characters are also crazy.
Usually crazy, as crazy.
But it's just a boxing game. So, but they are way more powerful. If we can assume us as the player is a regular dude, they are somewhat superhuman. Yeah. It takes forever to get their life down. A lot of punches. It's true. I thought I had a good shot seeing all this. He really doesn't have like too much fighting skill. It doesn't seem like you're a fighter.
No, he gets in fights, but that doesn't seem like his main deal.
Not his thing. But I think you take that for sure. 38-36.
Ooh, okay.
All right. We are on Instagram at Flipping Pages 24. We're on Facebook at Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. If you want to reach us, you can email us at flippingpages24@gmail.com. New episodes release every Thursday on all podcast platforms. Episodes of The Dollar Bin release every Monday on all podcast platforms. Both of them released on YouTube as well. Best way to support us, follow, rate, review on your platform of choice. Like, subscribe, follow on the socials and YouTube. If you've done that, we appreciate it. If you're just listening, we also appreciate that very much. I believe that is the episode.
Finito.
Y'all have a good one.
Bye.